Was Thor supposed to be in this free-for-all? No, Bob, he just climbed out of the stands and joined in. Valhalla announcers, a typical Thursday. Thor has crushed the skulls of giants. Thunder is the war of his chariot reels across the sky. He is destined to slay the vast serpent that encircles the world. But if you ask him about his favorite fights, he will most likely give you a match-by-match account of his 2v2 championship season with Brawlhalla, the god of lightning, and, as he is quick to remind you, fertility is also the grand tournament's biggest fan. It was Thor who wore the first giant foam Bodvar crown, Thor who coined the term Brawlhalla, and Thor who created bleacher jumping, the Asgardian tradition of reckless spectators joining free-for-alls mid-match. In fact, Thor jumped into the fight from the stand so often, he has been accepted as a legend. Olgrim even made him a special long handle for his hammer Mjolnir. Well, at first I'd just stick to my signature move, hard hammer swing with lightning, and rely on being a god to get the KO. That does not work at higher levels. Thor's post-game interview, after getting bodied by Scarlet. Thor remains a huge fan of all the top legends, especially Bodvar. After enough ale, Thor and Kor will reenact their epic battles in the Elven Wars.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Noobrio. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I am so excited. We are starting a new series of trying to find a main, and I just know that this is going to be so helpful, hopefully to you all, but very helpful for me. I think that the only way that we're going to become very proficient at this game is to find a main and learn the ins and outs of that legend. And so I am really excited about this. And I know I just said that, but you just don't understand. Like, it's been a long time coming. There are so many legends in the game. It's really hard to pinpoint 1, 2, or 3 legends that you're just going to main. And so that's what we're going to do. So I hope that you would join me for this video. And then also that you are having a fantastic day, as always. Hopefully this video will bring some type of joy, some laughter, some fun, a little bit of relaxation. So before we get started, I want to show you something that I created, okay? So if you've ever had just the trouble of finding a main, I just felt like this is something that needs to be done, is really making a spreadsheet of the things that you would want to help you discover your main legend. And so I made this, and I think that it's going to help me really break down and determine who I want to main from here on out. My goal is to find definitely 1 legend, but hopefully 2. Maybe I need it just in case I need to switch my play style. And so I'm really hoping for 2 main legends, but 1 would be great as well. You know, I think of people like Radish. He is gun-ho on 1 legend, and it works for him. And I like that for him, and I may like that for myself. And so that is what we're trying to do. So we are doing a ranking system of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the least. And I have all the legends that I'm going to try. So we have about, let's see, -2 for these 2, right? We have 17 different legends that we're going to try in this series. And so as we go along, if there's 1 legend that gets a higher number than the previous legend that we used, then we'll probably eliminate that legend, right? Unless something is really pulling us to that legend, we will eliminate that legend. And by the end of this, we would have at least 2 legends. Okay, so the way that it works, is I have the main weapon, the weapon that I think that I would use the most out of that legend would be considered the main weapon, and then the secondary weapon. So let's use Dusk, for example. His main weapon for me would be Orb. I'm really good with Orb. And his secondary weapon would be Spear. And I'm not good at Spear at all. Why did we put Dusk on here? Dusk is actually the first legend I thought that I was going to main. And so I want to give him another try. If you look back at my very first videos, I think the very first 3 or something like that. I think Dusk, maybe my second video, Dusk is the legend that I was planning on maining. And so we'll look at things like how proficient I am at that weapon. Do I like the weapon is what we kind of already done, the main weapon, secondary weapon, but how proficient am I with both the weapons, the signatures, really taking a deep dive into the signatures, the overall stats of that legend, the skins, because you know I love to look drippy, okay, when it comes to the skins, the lore, definitely the lore. I think that plays an important part. There's some lores that I like better than others. And then the overall fun, we want to rank that as well. Do I really have fun with this legend, or is it just because I think it looks cool? Am I actually having fun? Okay. And so that's kind of criteria. Like I said, by the end of this, I believe that we will be able to find a main and get better at the game. Okay. That is the goal. And also to get prepared for BCX 2026. All right, let's get into the rest of the video. All right, so for today, we're going to try a legend that I don't think that I'm that well versed in, and that is a Thor. Now, I will say before we play this, which is kind of bad, is that I cannot move right. Like I'm pushing right now, and I'm not moving anywhere. I have to push really hard to go right. So there may be some inputs that are missed when we get into gameplay, but that's okay. We really just want to try out the legend and see if we like this legend. Now, at one point, I thought that I was going to main Thor because he was the meta. When I started picking up Thor, he was the meta, to be honest with you. Like, all the pros were using Thor, and he's just really cool. I think he's a good legend. He fits the lore of Brawlhalla. And so, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Now, I did, you got to see the Thor, you got to see the lore in the beginning, and I think his lore, if we're doing our grading scale, is a 1. I think it was pretty weak. I'll be honest with you. That lore was no good for me. So maybe they'll rewrite it or something like that. Anyway, let's look at Thor's SIGs. Let's look at his hammer SIGs and kind of go from there. So his neutral SIG, down SIG, side SIG. So even right off the bat, being a person who has played this game for over 5 years now, this SIG is never going to be used by me. I will never use this SIG. I just don't think it's a good SIG. I think that it's slow, and I think that it's very punishable. So I will not be using that SIG. His side SIG, it could work. I think if we do a reverse side SIG, it may work a little bit better. Maybe that's at 0 health. I don't know. It's still pretty slow too. So I don't know. Maybe it won't work. Has a 14 dodge window, which is crazy. 18 with that. Maybe if you stomp. Nope. Okay. So reverse isn't really working. So I probably wouldn't use that as what. Okay, that's 11. It's still a pretty big dodge window, so probably wouldn't use that at all. So the only one that I would use on hammer is really just the neutral SIG. If I was able to get the person stacked, it's a true combo. So why wouldn't you use that? And it's 30 damage. You should use that all the time with Thor. So I will say one thing that Thor has going for him is that he will force you to play the weapon without signatures because his signatures aren't good. And so, that's his best one, and that's great. Oh yeah, hit that all the time. Might as well. That's what he's good. Such a good signature. And so that's pretty much hammer. So my proficiency with hammer is probably a 3. I think that my hammer, even though hammer is, oh man, I love this weapon, I'm not good with hammer. And so I will give it a 3. Let's go over to the orb. Okay. Now this is the weapon I am best with. I like orb. I like the things you can do with the orb. So, I think that overall I have to give my proficiency with orb a 5. I have to. It's just because I get it. It makes sense to me. You know, I just love it. I can't really explain it. Now let's kind of look at his SIGs like we did with the hammer. Neutral SIG. Let's see. Okay, so it kind of connects with this with a 9-frame dodge window. I wonder if you can. Let's see if the bot will like just dodge neutral. Oh, we're trying to want to reverse that. Okay, so if we can catch a neutral dodge, you know, this kind of works with reversing it. I'm sure it won't work head on. Yeah, so it will not work head on, which that's what I kind of figured. But you do have an option if your opponent is going to neutral sig to go ahead and get them with the reverse signature, which is good. Oh man, this controller. So pretty excited about that. Okay, so it could be viable. I think this is his other slow. I wouldn't use that. The 2 down sigs with Thor to me are not viable. I wouldn't use this. But you know, some people will use it and it's going to work when they use it. But for me personally, I'm not going to use this sig. His side sig. Let's see if we take out the dodge. So he does have a reverse option that kind of hits pretty cleanly. It's at a 20 though. Man, that's tough. If we really want to dive into, you know, the signatures and their uses, we would have to look at all the dodge options. We're just not going to do that on this video, but I just kind of like to look at the reverse ones just to see what they're like. So I guess if he would dodge down, he would get caught. If he would dodge in, he might get caught. Actually, let's test it. I said I wasn't going to test it, but let's test it. Let's just do random and just see what happens. So if he dodges neutral, you still have an option. If he dodges away, we're not good. We're probably punished. He dodged up, obviously we'll get out of that. And if he dodges in, he's out of it. So I don't know. It may not be the best option, but it is an option. That works too. I wonder if that hits dodging in. Dodge left. Okay, it doesn't. They dodge right through it. Okay. So out of the orb sigs, I think the side sig and the neutral sig are about the same. You know, they're not something I would use a lot. But you know, they're options. Would not use the down sig on either one of the weapons. So with that being said, what do we rank Thor's signature kit? With only one option that's viable, I have to give it a 1. Oh, that sounds so bad, but I have to give it a 1. It's not good. His signatures aren't really that useful. The only thing that I can think of is that it will catch your opponent off guard, because you probably shouldn't be sigging too much with Thor. I would just say use his normal kit, the normal weapon kit, and kind of go from there. Now let's look at his stats. I mean, his stats are good, even by themselves. But I think that we could take away from Dex, and if we take away from Dex, what happens? We get speed, which is great. It doesn't take away from strength or defense, and so I think that his stats are pretty phenomenal, and I give him a 5. Now it may be good at some point with Thor. Maybe it'll make his SIGs more viable if you do put more Dex. I haven't tried that out. Maybe it's something that we need to try out. But yeah, that could actually make him even better. And his stats are still good, in my opinion. And so I have to give Thor a 5 on stats. I mean, I think they're great. Let me know what you think down below, but I think they are fantastic. Let's look at his skins. This is the skin that I use that I think is really cool on Thor. I think this is a fun skin. I think this is a top-rated skin. It looks good to me. Undertaker, the wrestling skins, you know, they're whatever. He looks cool. I think Undertaker works for him. I I think this skin is okay as well. May use it at some point. M. Bison is fitting. I think they did a good job. I just wouldn't use this skin. His regular skin, default skin, looks great too. I think it is a good skin. I think Thor, it looks good. I think he looks good in colors. I'm pretty sure maybe not. But man, he looks really good. He looks really good. His default skin. I see a lot of people use this skin. I think it's menacing. I think it's good. I won't use it, but it is a good skin. This skin is probably his weakest skin to me. But you know, to each his own. But I really like this skin. And so out of his skins, I actually want to give him a 4. I think that they're good, but they're not top tier. You know what? We got to give them 3. They're good, but they're just normal. Okay. Let's get into some games and see if we can have fun with this legend. All right. Let's see if we can have some fun. Oh, he dodged. So we need to try to do a neutral sig. Oh man, that's pretty good. Oh, we got a disconnect right off the bat. That neutral sig is really good. And so I will say right off the bat, that was a great showing of Thor, because that is the only sig that I said would be good with Thor, and it showed right there. So I'm pretty happy with that. Would not use that sig. I don't know if that's a good sig. I guess if you know your opponent is just warming up here. I mean, that's a good sig. Good stuff. All right.
2, 1, brawl.
See what we got here. Just warming up. Second game. Okay. Okay. Nice. If you're not using your Nair with Orb, let's go. Oh, another disconnect. Why'd he leave? Come on, man. This is not going to be a good video if everyone disconnects. All right.
1, brawl.
I wish my controller worked better, but you know, it is what it is, right? I don't know if you can out-hammer me, man. Oh. Let's see. Okay, he likes to dodge behind me. Okay, so I know that he dodges in. So I could probably capitalize on that. So we're gonna focus on dodge in. Oh, yep, he dodged in. Thought he would dodge in. Okay. Okay, that's sig. Nice, that's the best sig. I think we should try to kill with that. Nice, and he dodged in. Nice, he dodged in again. Oh, I went for it. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't do that. You gonna try to go unarmed again? Oh, that, I was too far away. Obviously, y'all can see that. Dodge in. Dodge in. Yep, he dodges in. I mean, I'm reading that dodge in. I don't know why. Nice. Okay, I might have to take my words back on the. He wants a rematch. The down sig with hammer, because it is a good deterrent. So he moved over to cannon sword because his hammer cannot compete with mine. So okay, he might be more comfortable with this. That was a misinput there. Okay. Just filling out my opponent. He's still dodging in. Let's just... Okay. Let's see what happens here. You gonna down sig? Told you. I thought he would try to sig. Just playing around. Oh no. Oh, you're not taunting me, man. Don't do that. I'm just trying to have fun. Nice. Okay. I think I don't know. I feel really slow with him right now. No. Okay. I can't believe that worked. Are you serious? Okay. Okay. Nice. Let's go. Also with the dodge in, you could just do a neutral after, because they're going to dodge right into your attack. Okay. Let's go. I like the patience I had there, but I missed. Oh, good stuff, man. Let's see which way he dodges. He dodged back. Down. Okay. Just trying to see which way he dodged. Let him get some confidence. Let him get some confidence. Oh. no. Okay, let's stick with the hammer. Man, my hammer is rusty. And that's how you win. So the way I typically play is, oh man, is it looking laggy? It's feeling laggy. Okay, he's playing patient. Okay. Nice. I always want to read the first dodge they take in the game, because that's usually people's tendencies, and I want to know that. Oh, he spot dodged and gravity. Nah, you messed that up. Nice. Nice, read the dodge. I should have dodged down, but let's see. Yeah, don't do that. Do it again. Oh. So, there we go. Nice. Okay. Let's stick with the hammer because oh, too high. Get down there. Okay. Messed that up. Nice. I'll give it to him. All right, let's not lose this. Let's play the game. Let's concentrate. Oh no, I sneezed. Oh, I went for that. Ooh, that didn't work. I think I know why I don't like that SIG. It's not better than Sentinel SIG. Nice. Nice. I read that. That is super exciting because I knew he was going to do that. I did exactly what I wanted to do on that. That was awesome. All right, let's see if we can have some more fun. Let's make this the last one, win or lose. But we haven't been playing too tough right now. Just looking at tendencies. Oh no. I don't really know what this guy's doing. Maybe axe is not his weapon. Get down there. Weapon throw. Oh. Yeah. How do we finish this? How do we finish this? Let's do a Russian Mafia. You're not gonna let me? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not today. What was that, man? Okay, that's fine. What? I know y'all saw that. What in the world just happened? What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, let's play Orb. He didn't mean to do that. Okay, need neutral. Let's see if we can double up on the neutral. Triple. Oh. Nice. Nice catch. Nice. All right. Every time I like start to have a little bit of fun, it's like they beat me. And it's like, or they take my stock. That was nice. All right, let's work on our ground pound. What are you gonna do? Okay, nice. Got the dodge out. Ooh, baby, let's go. We playing the game, baby. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Just starting to warm up, man. It always stinks because towards the end of the video is like when I'm like, oh man, I finally warmed up. All right, before we go, let's look at where Thor sits. So we gave him all of his stats. So we gave him 5, 5, 4. Let's make sure this is all connected here. It is. And overall fun. You know, I have to give Thor a... I have to give him a 4. We'll give him a 4. You know, 31. What is that? Out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So out of 55 points, he's a 31. So I guess that's okay. I guess it's almost half, right? Yeah, 25 to 30. Yeah, about a halfway. So Thor's about a medium character for me, and I think that was a good character to start this game with, and or start this series with, of really trying to find a main. Thor was a good choice in my opinion. Let me know down below if you want me to try someone else, or if you're excited that one of your legends has made the list and can't wait for that video. So this is episode 1 of a series of trying to find a main. Last thing I want to do, as always, is pray for you all. Well, Heavenly Father, I'm humbled and grateful that I get to come and pray to you and approach your throne. There are just so many things that are going on in the world that need you, that need your direction, need your guidance. You just give so much clarity, and I just pray right now, Father, that people would seek you, that they would desire to follow you, to honor you, to worship you, to serve you, to allow you to lead them, Father. And that's what I pray for myself. I ask that the Holy Spirit would lead me, move me, take me to places that are uncomfortable. And that's a really bold statement to say, that's take me to places uncomfortable, because I know that that's what you would do. You will take me to places, to people where people need your presence. And I just want to be that light. Father, there's just so much going on. I know that there's warfare for our lives, for our souls. And I just pray that as many as we can get to honor you instead of after the enemy. Father, I pray over that. I pray that more would seek you rather than seek self, seeking the pleasures of this world, but allow you to just manifest your righteousness within us. You are just so good to us. So I thank you for the food, the shelter, the way that you have provided today. And I never want to take it for granted. I'm so grateful that I'm able to play this game, able to pray with other people right now. And it's just a moment in time. And I'm grateful for this moment. I pray for many more until you call me home. And Father, I just want to say that I love you. Thank you so much, Jesus, for what you have done on our behalf and allowing us to come to the Father right now, because you are spotless, have cleansed me, and I look spotless to the Father just because of you, Jesus. It's just in your holy name. Amen. As always, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Really helps your boy out. If you want to see some other videos, go ahead and check out the channel. See the videos that are popping up on the screen now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways or changing your name.
No, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.